Cowboy up. It is rodeo time coming up this weekend, the Llano PRCA Rodeo. And we've got in our studio Doug Mathis, who's the announcer for the rodeo this weekend. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Doing good.
Good.
Hear that voice? That's a rodeo announcer's voice right there.
Yeah.
How long you been doing this, man?
22 years.
Is that all?
Oh, yeah, almost.
So,
fixing to be 23.
So what, you started when you were 3?
Yeah,
Is that
that's it. Boy, I love you. 22 years.
And you're well known in the rodeo roundup, too, because you've been an announcer for the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas.
Well, I do the interviews for the PRCA at the National Finals.
And that's on TV.
Yes,
right.
it is. It's a little $6.5 million show we put out in about 10 days in Las Vegas. I've been fortunate enough to do the interviews for the PRCA for 16, 17 years now.
That's amazing.
And fixing to go back and do them again. And a lot of times, back when we first started, you saw me some. A lot of times now you won't see me. They're file interviews. I'll do them for you guys. If you can't come out, you tell me what you want and I'll do them, and you can put them on the air or for a TV station,
I'll just take any leftover Cowboys you got. I'll just place my order right now.
They real quick funny story on that deal. A long time ago, we had a group from over in China or Japan or somewhere that were doing Western cultures. It was like a college. And the cowboy and stuff, this was one of their deals they were doing. And so they wanted some interviews and to talk to some cowboys out there. They called, they said, yes, we'll do that. So they sent me out, doing some interviews and stuff. Well, the PRCA has to okay everything. So when they did their piece and they sent it back, they showed it to me, and I was dubbed in with a Chinese. Didn't really fit me. But yeah,
it's funny.
Because I thought, well, if they were going to do that, couldn't they got a big burly sounding Chinese guy? He was a little small Chinese guy, but it was, I didn't know I spoke Chinese, but I guess I do now.
Doug Mathis is with us. He's the announcer for the Llano PRCA Rodeo this weekend. We're talking a little bit about his history because he has been helping with the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, the Fort Worth National Livestock Show and Rodeo, the Dodge National Finals. How did you get into this? How did you get into the rodeo business to begin with?
I actually rode bulls for 13 years and went to college, rode on a college rodeo team in Tarleton State University in Stephenville, Texas, and got my pro card, and thought there'd never be another poor day, and didn't think I'd ever get hurt. That happened pretty quick. And
well, I was just going to ask you now. Here's a guy that went to college, and after he gets a college education,
but I didn't graduate.
I didn't ride some bulls.
I didn't graduate. No, I went to college to ride bulls, basically. But I didn't get that degree that tells you you're smarter than that. But anyway, when I got hurt, I'd grown up on a 37,000-acre ranch outside of town there in Cleburne, and so I just figured I'd go back to working on the ranch. And Bob Tallman, which is probably the most well-known announcer around,
I know
he's a good friend of mine, and he said, you need to pick up a microphone. He said, you've got the knowledge, you got the voice. He said, you just need to pick up a microphone. And he actually sent me to my very first rodeo. It was a High Plains Junior Rodeo Association rodeo, which is for little kids, out in Lubbock, Texas. The first rodeo performance, I literally walked in the arena into the announcer stand at 7:30 at night and walked out at 4 o'clock the next morning.
Oh my gosh.
And I was really second thinking this little choice. But that's been 4 years ago now, because that was when I first started, and now I've been in PRCA for 22 years.
That's great.
This is all I do, and
well, we're honored to have you.
And you do it well, my dear. You do it well.
Yeah, we're honored to have you in the area. Now let's talk about the Llano PRCA Rodeo that is coming up this weekend. Sounds like a big one.
It's going to be a great deal. It's the first time they've had a PRCA rodeo. And just for those people listening, when you talk about PRCA, these are the guys that, when you talk about pro rodeo, this is the largest governing body in the world of professional rodeo.
Right.
This is professional rodeo.
You
got other rodeo associations says it's a pro rodeo. This is professional rodeo. This is the Trevor Brazils, the Cody Oles, the Tyler Magnuses, the T. Woolmans, which are from around this area, the Rich Skeltons. These are the guys that you see on TV winning millions of dollars.
Right.
And this is what they do for a living. And this is actually the last week of the season. So all the guys that are on the bubble to make the top 15 and go to Las Vegas are really humping it. They're going to Omaha, Nebraska right now where the tour finale is. Come back here and they'll bounce back and forth to every rodeo that they can possibly go to this week to get enough money to jump up across that bubble into the top 15.
Wow.
So it's a really good time to have a rodeo in the PRCA, and it's a really good place. I rolled in last night, and it's a fantastic facility.
Yeah.
Really nice in Llano.
And you're going to get to see the top acts in rodeo, and they're going to be happening on Saturday night at 7:30, and then Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And admission is right. I mean, $10 for adults, $5 for kids. You can't beat that. Under 5, the kids get it absolutely free. Now, you've been rodeo announcing for, as you said, over 20 years earlier. Let me put you on the spot here and ask you this. Of those 20 years plus that you've been announcing rodeos, who is the best cowboy you've ever seen?
And is he single?
Oh, you'd take them home, but then you figure out they don't take a shower and you bring them back. The best one that I've seen rodeo at that time?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got, Trevor. I mean, Trevor Brazil's a machine.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just a machine. He's already like $100,000 and some odd $1,000.
Wow.
In front of everybody in the all around. I mean, it's unreal what he does.
Yeah.
But he's on track to win another all around championship, and as long as he rodeos, he's going to be the guy to beat. But he works at it.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's not on the road, he's roping 6 hours a day.
Wow.
They're at the house, and when he is on the road, he'll go find some place to go practice.
Wow.
He's a machine, and when you get that good and dedicated and everything, and win that many world championships, you got people that you got access to great horses and stuff, and he'll tell you that the horses are a huge part of it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say Trevor is probably.
And he's going to be there at the.
Well, we don't know yet. We hadn't, like I said, the day sheets haven't come out yet. I know he's in Omaha.
Okay.
So, but Trevor and of course Ty from back, and Ty, the thing about Ty Murray is, he was won all around championships in the rough stock, which since Larry Mahan, you don't see that very much anymore.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, that J.W. Harris from Mullen, Texas, who's won the bull riding world championship he's won it 4 times. And if there's anybody in the world right now that could come up and beat Donnie Gay's record that stood forever of 8 world championships in the bull ride, it's J.W. Harris.
How exciting.
And he's fixing to win another one.
For us that are not experts in the rodeo, we always hear the name Chris Ledoux, and because of Garth Brooks and the fame that he had.
Right.
But was Chris really that good of a cowboy?
He was. And, the thing about Chris, and I got lucky enough to get to work with Chris a couple of times, once in Mandan, North Dakota at a rodeo, and once at Athens, Texas at a rodeo. The thing about Chris is he just wasn't a good cowboy. He was a good man.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to KC, and it's funny you ask that because we did the KC Wyoming Ranch Rodeo. I announced it this summer.
It's a big one.
And we were in KC, and they have the Memorial Park because that's where he was from.
Right.
Or where he lived, and but you go out to the house, and he built the house all by himself.
Wow.
From the first stick all the way up. Raised all the kids there. You know, Peggy, his wife, still lives out there. But I mean, he was just a good all-around guy. But yeah, he was good. He was really good.
Doug Mathis, the National Rodeo Announcer, is going to be at the Llano PRCA Rodeo this weekend. Again, tickets $10 for adults, $5 for kids. Under 5 get in free. Saturday night, 7:30. Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. A big event. One more thing.
Yeah. Something about the kids.
Yeah.
Each night we've got a boot scramble for the kids, and they need to bring all the kids out because they got a chance to win bicycles. We've got 2 bicycles a night we're going to give away. We'll roll them out in the arena, and they've got 2 age groups, and the winner of each age group each night gets a brand new bicycle.
Well, that's great.
And dance Saturday night.
There's a dance.
Alan Ray and the Southern Comfort.
You bet.
Don't forget that too. All right. Well, we're out of time, but Doug, we sure do thank you to coming by and talking to us this morning. I know they're going to have a big turnout there because of all of the talent that they're going to have at the rodeo. But it's nice after seeing you on television finally get a chance to meet you. Doug Mathis, everybody. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye bye.